Today for the Bitcoin price, just in guys, brand new on-chain data shows us that Waze, the smart money, is accumulating and buying Bitcoin ever since we broke down to $3,800. We will talk about what that means for the Bitcoin price, and also guys, we will make our TA today because the Bitcoin price broke out of the ascending triangle as we mentioned recently in this video here. However guys, this breakout was kind of underwhelming, and we want to talk about that Bitcoin is right now being squeezed in here and about the necessity that we have to break this specific price level within the next few days to reach our price target of $9,000. However guys, if we are being rejected and we fall below here, it can get very bloody for the Bitcoin price. We will talk about our exact game plan and how we are planning to rule that situation here, also with our Phemex trade here, a small little update, and in the end we are showing you our tweet here from today proving that Bitcoin is in 2020 the best, most profitable asset class in the world. And guys, remember, this is the worst financial crisis since decades or even centuries. So make sure you take a seat, make sure you smash up the like button to at least 2,000 likes. And that being said, welcome crypto fans and welcome back to MMCrypto. My name is Chris, and as always, we are really pumped to go straight into content. Okay guys, we will start here with the Bitcoin price, and we are here on the daily candles. And as you can see, we just broke out of this ascending triangle most probably. And right now we are getting squeezed in here for the Bitcoin price within the last 2 or 3 days. And right now guys, let's go into the Bitcoin price. As you remember, we covered in multiple videos already with DaVinci J15 and also without DaVinci J15 that the Bitcoin price is here most probably trapped within that ascending triangle. And of course it looks a little bit more beautiful here on the 4-hour. Let me switch over to the 4-hour candles, and you can actually see we broke out here. Well, so far so good. We all have been pumped up when we saw that. However guys, if we pull out the volume, this was a little bit underwhelming, because usually with such a breakout we don't want to see a volume structure here declining. We actually want to see the volume structure in the exact moment of the breakout to be increasing, and this was unfortunately not the case. So right now we could make the case, was that not an ascending triangle after all? And even more important, if it was, what is going to happen right now? Because it seems like even here after the breakout, that was not the turning point. And what really seems obvious right here is, as Bitcoin is right now here being squeezed in, that this long downward sloping trend line here, which had actually 1, 2, I mean it's not perfectly drawn guys, sorry for that, 3, 4, 5 touch points. I mean, these are perfect touch points guys, and this one actually holds true significance here. And of course guys, let's be honest here, I've been missing out to point that out here 2 weeks ago. It would have been of course amazing, but who knew that this trend line will still hold significance? However guys, right now it's very important to mention, if we bring out the VPVR and we zoom out here a little bit, that right now where the Bitcoin price is, look at this, we are right now exactly at the point of control. So we can see that after this breakout here, the Bitcoin price is not only being squeezed in, we also find on the volume profile here on the horizontal axis massive resistance. I mean, one thing is for sure guys, look at this declining volume, look at the breakout, and look how Bitcoin is here squeezed in here between the previous horizontal resistance and the downward sloping resistance here ever since February, a declining volume, and also a lot of thin air here once we break out, once we break through this $7,400 level. So guys, to conclude this here, within the next few days, remember we said within the next 72 hours we will get a breakout. Well, we got it, we are higher right now, but it was not the breakout we wanted, because the breakout we wanted was actually approximately here with that measured move target at $9,200, as we mentioned before also in the DaVinci J15 episode, which comes from the significant support areas here we have built all the way back in 2019 right here and right here. So only and only if we break out here within the next 1 or 2 days, let it be 3 days here, out of this downward sloping resistance, we can actually see this price target here to play out. We need the Bitcoin price to go above $7,400 in case the Bitcoin price gets rejected here with significant volume and breaks below the previous ascending triangle. We are most probably in for a long stronger retracement, maybe even to the previous lows here of 3,800 US dollars in a very, very bad case scenario already. And of course, guys, this will also play out here in our Phoenix trade. We will set in after this video here a limit order below the ascending triangle because we do not want to be a victim here of this downwards movement and all our gains being wiped out. And now, guys, we want to go here to the number of whale statistic here. This one is directly pulled from the Bitcoin blockchain. And let me read this for you. What they are actually saying here in the metric description is that this on-chain data here is the number of unique entities. Very important. It's not addresses, it's entities holding at least 1,000 Bitcoin. Entities are defined as cluster of addresses that are controlled by the same network entity. So with that being said, guys, look at this, and you know what? Let me zoom a little bit out so you understand the significance. I'm going all the way back now to 2010, and if we look at the pattern here, and this is, by the way, the 7-day moving average, look, you can see here, guys, look at that. The number of whales are actually here, look at it, significantly going down just 2 months before the massive breakdown here. And this happened a lot of times. Look at this. The whales were here in 2012, 2013, accumulating more and more and more Bitcoin. But guess what? Before the all-time high, this is the smart money, guys, before the all-time high, they were dumping and loading up on the retail investors. And the same thing happens over and over again. You have the hodl wave here, the whales accumulating more and more Bitcoin, more and more entities are holding more than 1,000 Bitcoin, and just before the Bitcoin price goes ballistic and parabolic and goes irrational, the whales, the smart monies, are dumping on the retail investors, on people like you and me. And now with these on-chain data, we can take this knowledge and use it for our own advantage, because what you can see is ever since we had here, and this is important, it is at the 3,800 US dollar level, ever since this price level was passed, you can see the whales started accumulating. 3,800 US dollars is a very, very important level, guys. This is the same price level we hit 2 weeks ago, and ever since then it was going up. And now, guys, guess what? Since the last 2 weeks, and let me zoom in to make it 100% clear for you, since the last 2 weeks, look at this. The whales started accumulating again, and we can see a number of entities holding more than 1,000 Bitcoin we have not seen for the last 2.5 years. Guys, tell me that this is not something interesting, because this is the smart money and we can finally observe the smart money. This is something you cannot do in an exchange order book where you can only see the user interface, and this is the exact reason why on-chain data is so revolutionary, guys. And we have a project to come, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for that. This will all be about on-chain data, and it will add a lot of value to the whole crypto space, guys. This is what I'm gonna tell you right now. And also towards the end here, guys, next up, our tweet from today. It is more important than ever, because you can see Peter Schiff and all the people out there tweeting out how bad Bitcoin is performing and stuff. Well, let's zoom out. Let's zoom out to the year to date. If we do that, you can see that despite the financial crisis, Bitcoin made it once again to the best performing asset in the world in 2020. And guys, look at the list here we have put together for you guys. By the way, at MMCrypto on Twitter, we will leave the link in the pinned comment down below. Make sure you subscribe to us. We already hit more than 11,000 subscribers, and we have said that Bitcoin year to date, from the 1st of January until today, has a 1% gain. And we are in the worst financial crisis we have seen since decades, since centuries maybe, and Bitcoin is up 1%. Think about that. The S&P 500 year to date is down 18%. The real estate index worldwide here is down 31%. Oil, crude oil, down 57%. Commodities, of course not gold, but the commodity index here down 31%. And corporate bonds down 15%. This is the safe money here usually. Guys, Bitcoin is a safe haven asset, even though on the shorter time frames you might not be able to see that. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you want to support us, scroll down, we have a pinned comment. If you click the Bybit link and the Phoenix link, within 20 seconds at a 0.2 Bitcoin deposit, you get up to $202 completely for free on Bybit and Phoenix, and you support us. This is only for experienced traders. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to smash up the like button to at least 2,000 likes, and we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, smash the subscription box right here if you are not subscribed to our channel. Otherwise, you are missing out on future time-sensitive content. And also click here on the Bybit tutorial, which is popping up by my side. And that being said, we will see each other very soon at the next one of MMCrypto. And as always, guys, bye-bye.